Hello Stampers, it's Amy with Stampin' Magic. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me on project 5 of my Creepy Crafts Halloween series. So today we're going to make a card, and it's this card here. It's a really fun and colourful card. Absolutely love the colours on this one, and this was using our Spooky Sweet stamp set and punch bundle. Really loving this bundle. Okay, so let's get started. You are going to need a C6 card base, and I've got Whisper White here. You need basic black matte, and I'll put all the measurements for these on my blog, which is in the description bar below. You'll need a Bermuda Bay matte and some Whisper White. Going to need Daffodil Delight ink and Memento black ink, along with a sponge dauber. And you're going to need a circle cut out of some cardstock or paper to use as a template for making our moon. And you're also going to need some embellishments. These are retired Halloween Night enamel dots from, I think, not last year, the year before. I picked them up in the clearance rack because I love these colours and they're very Halloween-y. And it's always a good idea, check the clearance rack. There's some really good stuff on there at the moment as well, and once it's gone, it's gone. But you can get some embellishments really cheap. The other thing you can do is get the white pearls and use your alcohol markers and colour them to whatever colour you want. So that's another option. Okay, so to start with, we're going to do our moon. So I'm bringing in my Whisper White and my little stencil, and I'm going to place it to where I think I want it. I'll bring in some Daffodil Delight and my sponge dauber. You could, of course, just cut out a yellow circle and place that in the background. That is up to you. So with this, you're going to start on the outside on the mask and work your way in. Then once you're happy with the colour, you just go around the edges and make it a bit darker. And if at first you're thinking, oh, I don't know if this is working, just keep going and keep blending. Just going to go around the edges again, making sure they're nice and dark. And because it's the moon, I don't mind if there's the odd section that's darker than the other, because the moon isn't completely smooth. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly blended. You're using one colour, it's, look. Okay, so when you remove your mask, that's what you're left with. And we are finished with the Daffodil Delight. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this kind of mist look, inking up in my Memento black ink. We are just going to stamp it across that moon. Okay. And I think one more there. Okay. Oh, stamp our sentiment while that's out. So the Happy Halloween sentiment, you want to ink up and you want to stamp on the bottom left side. like so. Okay, so we're just going to pop that to one side for now. So I want to put my black mat onto my card base, so I'm going to use Tombow for that. Just around the edges and across the top there. Just going to get my scissors and trim this off slightly because there's a little tiny bit of overhang. Okay, amazing. Just want to make sure this still fits in there. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So we're going to put the Bermuda Bay in here. This is such a quick and simple card to make, and all it's doing is using your layers. A little bit of blending, a little bit of stamping and layers, and that's what I love about it, and it's so colourful. I've seen so many cards like this on Pinterest using the colours, the bats in colour. I just think it's really, really pretty. So putting the Tombow on our front panel, and we're going to place that down there with a nice even border, like so. Okay, so I've already stamped and punched my bats out. I've got a whole load all ready to go on cards from previous projects, so I'm just using the same ones here. And we're going to raise these on dimensionals. So I've got some pre-cut in half already, so I'm just going to use them. Off the card, we're going to put our colourful enamel dots on. So I'm going to go with the purple and the orange because that's the colours we've used here. If I can get them off. Okay, so a large one there. Large orange and a small purple. Okay. Okay, so that's our card for today. So as you can see, this one's dried, so it's not as vibrant in colour. So it will fade down a little bit. But I think it's a really lovely colourful card, and it's not dark and gloomy. It's fun Halloween. I've seen lots of cards on Pinterest where people have been using colours to stamp the bats, and I just think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. So if you did like this project, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe. The link to my blog and Facebook page are in the description bar below. Tune in tomorrow for the next tutorial in my Creepy Craft Halloween series. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye!